Right, we are excited about our next guest. Well, I certainly am. I know you're not so much of a hair person, but I am.
I literally woke up like this. I did not touch this hair.
I'm not going there with you today. These two are two of four women who started a natural hair movement. They're co-founders of Curlfest, Charisse, Higgins, and Lowe. They're getting mic'd up. But we're going to talk about this time last year we had a conversation about natural hair.
Well, you know, my grandma has curly hair.
We talked about this.
And it didn't come out. So I have curly hair in my family. My aunt has a lovely set of locks.
I would love to see photos of that. So
all the old ladies are like super jealous.
I am wearing what's considered to be a protective style to protect my natural hair, which I do have a fro out to here, by the way. You just won't see it on air today. Otherwise, because if I got on the train, it would be out.
We are inclusive here, though, Lindsay. If you wanted to, you could come with natural hair. It is always an option here.
Absolutely, and I have. I've rocked my natural hair on air.
I'm a clueless boy.
I am. I get bored with hairstyles, so I'm ever changing. It'll be a wig, a weave, natural, whatever. So we're here to welcome Charisse, and Gia. Yes. These are beautiful, and I'm loving the natural hair, the crown.
I'm so summery, ready for this god-awful heat.
We love it. Well, I do.
You love it.
I do too. I'm from Miami. I love it.
I'm from Houston, so I have no choice.
I like it just as long as I can escape into the air conditioner.
Absolutely. Right. So Curlfest is coming up next weekend. Yes. What can attendees expect?
Ooh. You know, it's going to be a great time. It's so funny because we say it all the time when we describe Curlfest. How do you describe it? And it's magic. Like, we don't know what other way to describe it. It's black girl magic. There is going to be, we're connecting brands.
Well, that's a big crowd there.
Businesses.
How many people are?
Hundreds,
thousands. How many?
Over
about 25,000.
Thousands of people.
Yeah.
Thousands of people.
Will be there. Yeah. But they can also, in addition to getting into all this magic, when they walk in, they're going to walk into a sea of beautiful people that are excited to celebrate beauty in addition to hair, skin, all that beauty is. They're going to be engaged with our DJ MoMA, DJ Stack. So there's a whole dance party at our main stage. They get to experience a ton of amazing brands, from the ones that they know and love, the Targets, the Mayel Organics, a ton of them.
It's a true celebration.
A true celebration.
Men and women.
Yes.
All colors. All
and children. Young boys and young girls.
So why are companies so late to the party?
Yeah.
Why haven't they realized that there's a lot of money to be made in this space? We're seeing now suddenly the big brands are like, oh, wait, we're leaving money on the table. Why are they now suddenly realizing this after so many years?
I think it's been the momentum we have been kind of foresting or forging over the last 9 years. Curly Girl Collective has been together for 9 years. The festival itself is going into its 6th year anniversary, but they're listening to the power of the Black dollar, the woman's dollar, and our voice in this kind of ecosystem of beauty. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Of course.
Not $1 trillion, as much as we spend.
Exactly.
Our product alone
is approaching trillions.
I mean, for the men out there, you guys would be shocked at how much women spend on their hair. I think a lot of men are unaware.
Right.
They just expect you to look like that.
Right. And I think it's about time that brands recognize that there's power in our community. And not only are they late to the party, I mean, historically in society, like there's been objectification of Black women. There's been discrimination against Black women because of the way that they look. And now that we're in the time of the Crown Act and bills are being passed by New York and California, it's like, okay, thank you. And I'm glad that we're on the winning side and have been in celebrating women of color, but it's something that we've been fighting personally and professionally in every facet of our life for a very long time.
That's a great segue, which was our next point about the news anchor. I know you heard about the news anchor in Mississippi who was fired because she wore natural hair on air. She actually has recently moved to New York. I know her, Brittany Noble, and she's been making headlines. Here's a picture of her right here. And she's been instrumental in getting bills passed and laws passed. But what would you have to say to this movement of acceptance in professional settings?
I would say about time. It's not a new fight. There is a very little distance between, not being able to go to the same schools to you're being expelled or suspended from your school because you've come to class with your natural hair, or in the way that your hair is locked or whatever, when you're asked to cut your hair off so that you can participate in an athletic competition like Andrew Johnson. So this wave of acceptance has had an undercurrent for a very long time, and the tidal wave is kind of taking over now.
Surfacing.
So definitely.
Do you think it helps when, prominent people walk out with natural hair and celebrate it? Is that an important part of that?
Representation matters. You hit the nail on the head.
Absolutely. To see representation in fashion, to see it in beauty, that's just
That's where we get those
validation.
ideas from.
Yes, and it makes us feel like, not that we need validation, but it helps and it fuels us to feel included versus always feeling excluded or that we don't belong because of the way that we look. So shout out to the representations like Viola Davis, Lupita, Angela
Serena,
Davis.
all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serena had her hair out at Wimbledon.
Yes.
Oh,
I saw
Serena's
that.
been doing her thing. Yeah. I mean, there's so many examples that are not only representing their hair, but representing just who they are naturally, their beauty just naturally, whether it's through their hair, their skin, through anything.
Right.
Yeah. Wellness, it's all encompassing.
So where are you going with Curlfest next? What's the next chapter?
Yeah.
Well, right now, Curlfest at Randall's Island is happening July 27th.
Yes.
The Curlfest weekend has expanded from just the festival, and everyone's kind of like, what else can we do? Can we come to more things? And so, yes, this year we have Roller Set, which is our 90s theme.
I love that.
Do you remember your
religiously at roller sets? Yes.
I literally just mentioned the beauty ritual of us getting our wash and roller set. So roller set is a play on that. It's a roller skating 90s theme party.
Yeah.
Oh, I love 90s. Of course, when we grew up.
Yes, there'll be something for you. And then we are also expanding in new areas and new regions. Follow us on at Curly Girl Collective.
Well,
You'll get
we
all the
have
deeds.
to say that we are expanding to a new city that we're very excited about.
share?
Curlfest Atlanta.
Atlanta, even that's like the
Curlfest
hair
Atlanta,
mecca, right?
Yes, we are very excited about that.
Very
Details
great.
on the date coming very soon, but that is our first city outside of New York.
And
So
then maybe
it's a big deal.
international?
Oh, we have had
Yes.
micro events internationally
Yes.
so far in South Africa.
in April.
In April
Yeah.
we had an event, but yes, we do have
You're
some
getting buzz
international
abroad?
experiences.
Because,
Yes.
from
Curlfest is actually a destination event. So people fly
32
in.
countries are represented at Curlfest. Yes.
Yes.
People are coming in from the continent, South Africa,
Yeah.
West Africa, from the
Brazil.
Caribbean. We have quite a few
Yes.
people coming in from Brazil and Costa Rica. It's a destination experience
It
for sure.
definitely is.
All over the country and over the world.
What do you think about the fact that you've started a movement?
Yeah.
Well, really, you started 6 years ago with Curlfest, and you have you've gained really international success in a sense. That has to be such a great feeling for you.
Yeah, I feel like we're healing tons of people around the world. Not only ourselves, because we went through our own hair journey and going back to natural, but I feel like it's a healing moment. It's empowerment. It's an opportunity for us to celebrate women, women of color who aren't usually celebrated, and it is the best feeling, and it's also very humbling. So to feel like, the five of us, Curly Girl Collective, wanted to create a space of community within our group, and now we're able to do that for so many other people. I mean, mind blown.
Congratulations to you. Well, we're the five of you, I should say.
Yes, to the
How can our
team.
viewers get tickets to Curlfest?
Ooh.
Yes.
You still have tickets available,
we
right?
do.
Okay.
Go to
Yes, we do.
curlfest.com.
Yes.
And you can find all the information. You can totally get your tickets, and you can stay up to date on all the latest.
And in fact, we will be covering the event.
Yes, that's right. We'll have a team
Yeah.
there.
So
Stay tuned on both
excited.
Some of our correspondents will be heading your way.
Yes. Happy to have you guys.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation. And again, congratulations, Charisse and Gia.
Thank you.
You have fun.
Thank you.